We are setting off here in this Mini Cooper. Wow. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're going to be going over a 2022 John Cooper Works Mini Cooper. In the first part of this video, I'm going to quickly show you guys the window sticker, then we're going to do a very quick walk around on the car, and then the majority of this video is going to be dedicated to how this car drives. And yeah, with all that being said, let's just get straight into the video. So here is our window sticker, again, 2022 Mini John Cooper Works Hardtop 2-door. You guys can see we've got the base MSRP here before any options, $32,900. Now this has quite a few options. The first one's pretty expensive. It's called the Iconic trim, and notice all of the options that that particular package adds, and feel free to freeze the frame if you want to read all of the particular options this car comes with. We can see the total price right there, $40,850, and then notice over here with the fuel economy, you know, average 25, 22 around town, and then 31 on the highway. But I figured I'd at least show you guys the window sticker. I forgot to do it in the other reviews, so at least we're doing it over here. Now let's go over this Mini Cooper. First off, I think it looks so cool with the red and the black and that stripe on the sides. I don't know, I like it. First off, these lights, they look interesting. They look just like Porsche headlights, which is kind of different. You got the venting there in the center of the hood, but seriously, like, look at those lights. It looks like Porsche lights. Now, coming down below, you've got the John Cooper Works badge right there, and then notice you can see the intercooler. If you guys are wondering, it's a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder, 228 horsepower, 236 pound-feet of torque, goes through a 6-speed manual transmission. Now, part of that Iconic package was summer performance tires, and look how big those brakes are, and I love how they have the red brake calipers. Got more John Cooper Works badging right there, and then you guys can see the black pillar. You've got the red mirror, and then you can see the black accent there on the side. And then coming to the back, you guys can see the tire size, 18-inch wheels, 205mm tires. Again, they're summer performance tires. And then finishing things off here on the rear, notice the taillights. They've got the British flag in them, which I think that's pretty cool, definitely unique. And then coming down below, you guys can see you've got those dual exhaust tips with the diffuser. All looks really good. But yeah, it's a quick look at the exterior here on the Mini. Now, popping here to the interior of the Mini, notice the accenting right there on the side of the door that goes to the handle with the door lock and unlock. And then the seats are really nice. You've got Alcantara there in the center, and then there's actually a John Cooper Works badge there at the very top. The camera didn't want to focus on it, but really nicely bolstered seats. Pretty crazy. You can see the 3-pedal layout just down below. Lighting wasn't great, so the camera just didn't want to do its job. Anyways, see the steering wheel, pretty normal steering wheel. The manual transmission shifter, it's kind of interesting, the shape, and then just how long it is. And then, yes, it does have back seats. They've got good headroom, but legroom a little bit on the small side for the back seats. The infotainment system's so weird. It's that giant circle. But yeah, quick look at the interior. Definitely weird. And then also, look, it's got a dual sunroof, which is good. We are setting off here in this Mini Cooper. Wow. This thing rips. So I have never driven a manual transmission Mini Cooper in my entire life. This is literally a complete first for me. So pretty interesting. Sorry, I had to adjust the seat there because whoever sat in this before me is kind of short or something, because the seat was really weird. But anyways, yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is actually pretty interesting. The transmission's great. So the clutch actually has a decent amount of feel. It's got auto rev match, which is another cool feature. I literally didn't research this car at all before driving it. Just so you know, I didn't even know this car was gonna be here. So, you know what, as they say, it is what it is. But yeah, the clutch feels great. The shifter, kind of interesting. It's really easy to get it into gear, but it's super tall. It's weird. The shifter, like, it almost feels like what you get in like a Jeep or something. Not quite that long, but definitely on the taller side of things. But yeah, it's really easy to tell what gear you're in, really easy to get it into gear as well. The steering wheel definitely feels great. It's nice and fat, and it actually has these nice like little thumb grip areas right here where you're gonna hold it. You could hold it up here if you're like awkward, but like right here feels perfect because your thumbs just like slide in right there. And I know I'm gonna get the comments about you know, wrapping my thumbs there, whatever. Anyways, yeah, rev match is pretty good. You guys can see right there, it's a little bit jumpier, and we'll kind of slow down here because we have to anyways, because it's a slower speed zone. Yeah, it's interesting. This car is interesting, but it definitely is quick. Oh, we gotta slow down even more. Now let's talk about some other stuff like the ride quality, road noise, the seats. First off, these seats look really cool. Like, you guys saw in the walk around, but these seats are really cool looking. From a ride quality perspective, I mean, it's a little car. It's relatively smooth. There's not really a whole lot for me to talk about from a ride quality perspective. It's, I don't know. I mean, it drives okay. It's a Mini Cooper. I don't know. Anyways, it's an interesting car. This is such an interesting experience for me. Everything about this car is just weird. I don't know how else to describe it. It's weird. The infotainment system's weird. The controls are all weird, like the stop-start button, like how you flick the switch. It's all weird. I think that's a good way to describe this car. It's a good car, but it's very weird, and I understand why it's so niche, because it's such a weird car, but it's also really fun. Like, this is one of the most exciting cars to drive, and I think that rev match is really good that they added to this. We'll get another acceleration here. Well, kind of gotta get up a little bit because this road's kind of bumpy. Wow. Traction control came on there. This thing rips. Okay, this thing is crazy fast. Like, and this is coming from a TRX owner. I have a 702 horsepower truck, and this thing feels like it is punchy. Holy crap. I was not expecting this. Yeah, the rev matching helps out a bunch. It actually sounds pretty good. I think the sound is piped in though. Sounds like it's piped in. But the handling, man, I finally understand many people. The handling on this is, wow. Yeah, that's great. This thing is fun. I love this. Oh my God. Yeah, it just rips. Yeah, it's just like the precision, the steering feel, everything. This is a fun car. I finally understand Mini Coopers. Wow. Yeah, that's the highlight of this car. It's really weird. So if you like weird cars, this thing is weird. It's got just so many different weird controls and all that kind of stuff. The interior is actually pretty nice. Yeah, there's not really nice materials on the dash and all that, but all the touch points are nice. Like the steering wheel feels really nice. The infotainment system looks crazy retro, which I mean, that's kind of what Mini's all about. The seats are great. They've got like really nice bolstering. The Alcantara is great. Like they look really cool. So it's like a nice car. It's comfortable. The seats are definitely very firm, but I mean, it's kind of what you expect in a car like this. Yeah, I don't know, it's a weird car, but it handles great. Sounds pretty good for a four-banger. Clutch feels great. Like it's a fun driver's car. That's really where this stands. And then also, if you guys don't know, I'm 6 foot and I have like a ton of headroom. Like if you're a big person, and I'm talking like, you know, 6'7", 6'8", you could fit in this car. I guess that's another cool thing is, even though it's mini, it can fit really big people in it. Woo! skirt, right? So yeah, I guess fully summing things up, looks like a Mini Cooper on the outside, which you either love this Mini Cooper styling or you hate it. I think it looks pretty cool. Interior, like I said, pretty nice. Driving, super fun driver's car, really engaging. Sounds pretty good, again, for being a little four-banger. A manual transmission's great. Shifter feel is pretty good. The clutch feel is definitely the high point of this car. Steering wheel is great. It's got like nice grips on it and everything. And overall, it's a really cool car. It's a really cool retro car. And so if you want like a cool retro car, check out this Mini Cooper. But yeah, I don't I don't know what else to say. It's not what I'm used to reviewing, but it's cool. I like it. I dig it. 2 thumbs up.